Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today is Sunday and we'll be doing our daily reading. I'm going to use the Somnia Tarot. I think I'll stick with it for a bit. I was kind of wondering if I switch decks like at a week at a time, but who knows what I'll do. It's kind of like go with whatever feels right. We'll take a look at current situation and the influences around that. Keep in mind this is a collective reading, so it may or may not resonate. Also, please remember to hit the like button, especially if it resonates. But even if you are enjoying the content, I much appreciate it. Thank you. So let's get started here. Whew. Sunday. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this, guys. What do we need to know for today? Current situation. 9 of Pentacles, present influence, 7 of Cups, future influence, King of Swords. Okay, what we don't see. 3 of Cups, what to look for. Page of Cups, unexpected, Queen of Cups. Well, that's kind of nice. I think we've been like hitting on this theme for a while. Challenge. 6 of Wands. Strength. Knight of Swords. Okay. Knight of Swords and the King of Swords may be the same person. Okay, here we go. Where does this lead, please? Hermit. Wow. What's going on? Moods have changed. Okay, so there is something here. Okay, tell me about the King of Swords. Tell me about the 3 of Swords. Okay, and then the Knight of Cups, please. Sorry, I gotta get these out first. It's so interesting. Okay, such interesting energy. We got the 3 of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. This is really interesting, but keep in mind too, these readings are daily readings, so the energies aren't like, we're not talking like this situation is going to be a month out. It could be, but overall I think it's like those quick shifts in energy as well, but it's interesting. Anyway, we have the 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which I feel like this is about work you've put in. I feel like you've seen some progress is what I'm getting. 9 of Pentacles, but there is an odd feeling. So that was the 3 of Swords. That was, okay, this is the King of Swords. I'll do one more too. Tell me about, is the King of Swords. It's the Hierophant, death. I'm trying to figure out what the King of Swords is in the reading because I feel like that has a lot to do with it, but I do kind of feel like tell me about the Hermit. It's weird to me that it goes from good to the 3 of Swords, and that's what I'm getting hung up on. Because even the 3 of Swords energy, I feel like might be, well, okay. Anyway, let's just go. So I have the 9 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. So the 9 of Pentacles is current situation and the 7 of Cups is the influence. Right now, you are in a position where you're independent. You're successful too. Like the 9 of Pentacles is not just being independent, but it's being successfully independent. Like you can take care of yourself. You have what you need. You have skills. You have whatever. You have what you need. And that could be any level from, just being a Nine of Pentacles type person where you can do things alone and you don't need someone. Okay, like need them to survive. Not love wise, but to survive. The Seven of Cups tells me that there are some choices that are around you right now. I feel like they may be relationship related because of the Page of Cups, the Knight of Swords, also kind of how this leads as well. And this is the Hermit. There's a feeling to me like within this King of Swords energy. So let's talk about that. It is the Hierophant, Death, and Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like this King of Swords is committed to making some transformations within themselves, and it's taking some time. The Seven of Pentacles, they're working on it. They're doing their thing. I don't think this is you. I think it's another person, because what happens here, and it could be you, it could be you, or it could be another person. If it's another person, it's probably more like a relationship interest. But you're, in the now, you realize that you do have choices. But this person in the future, I feel like the reason why it leads to the Hermit and the Three of Swords is because they're focused on themselves. They've made a commitment to a transformation that they're working on. Hierophant, Death, Seven of Pentacles. And they're focused on that. They're focused on themselves. They're focused on their transformation, whatever that be. Work, anything. Even just emotional. It could be anything. What you don't see is the Three of Cups, though, but I feel like they're celebrating you. It's just kind of quiet. So I feel like when it says what to look for is the Page of Cups, if I think what you need to look for is that gift of caring, and they, even if they don't say it, look for those actions, because actions prove louder than words. So if they're not being nice, that would be one thing. If they're being nice and kind and good to you overall, just not giving you the attention you deserve, then, or you think you deserve, or that you want, not deserve, want, then, look for the signs instead of the words. And the other thing is, if this person is doing a lot of work on themselves, they don't have the focus on the relationship. So just something to look for. But I feel like this is saying watch the signs, because you might not get the words. So watch for the signs. The unexpected is the Queen of Cups. I feel like there is a feeling here where I feel like now this could be you, it could be the other person, but there's a lot more feelings than either one of you expect. Now I feel like this comes in unexpected to you, because I feel like you know how you feel, but you don't realize how deep you feel, if that makes any kind of sense. And I think that's what the unexpected is that, oh my gosh, this is really important to me. And I'm going here too because our challenge is the Six of Wands. So understand that when I was talking about that, I was looking at the Six of Wands. Our challenge is getting the attention, getting recognition. And it's not because they don't care. They're working on themselves, and it must be time consuming to some degree or another. Or they're just that type of person that when they get on a focus, that's what they focus on. It's hard to, open up the spectrum. They're more tunnel vision. So I feel like that's why that's in the challenge. However, the strength is the Knight of Swords. So I feel like there is some energy here, and I feel like it's that king, that they're there. It's just not quite the way you want it to be, or you think it should be, or whatever that feeling is to you. But I feel like they're absolutely there. And I feel like you'll see that. You will see some energy coming in. Now, I do feel like that it does lead to some hermit time, because if they're focusing on themselves and you are thinking about them too much, I think that, that leads you to kind of, this is leading you to go within. Again, you have choices, right? So you have choices, and it's up to you and how you want to handle this situation. If you don't feel like you're getting the attention, is the juice worth the squeeze, so to speak? Is it worth to hang on? Is it worth to keep doing this? But with the hermit in the outcome, I feel like it's saying, you're moving to a time of reflection, and hence the Three of Swords. And sometimes when we reflect, it doesn't mean anything bad is happening to us, or this person is giving us any negative connotation, because I don't think so. I think this is sad because you're coming to some. I feel like there's a realization here with the Ace of Swords, right? Ace of Swords. The Two of Wands is this really going to move forward? Are our plans really going to move forward? Or do I need to move on? And I feel like that is making you sad in the present moment. And I feel like it makes you feel very secluded because you're trying to make a choice here on what to do. Again, seven of Cups. And I feel like this is saying that you're sad because of what you're thinking about, and how you're in Hermit, and then you go to sadness because you feel far away. You feel like there's nothing's happening. And I feel like you came to some kind of realization that made you go, well, and I think it's the lack of attention that made you feel that way. And it makes sense. Like when you feel that way about somebody, you're wanting the attention back. And if they're not giving that to you, you feel like it's not there. That's not necessarily true. And that's why the Page of Cups is there and what to look for. It's look for the signs. Don't look for the words. And don't look for the quantity. Look for the quality. Again, if someone has focus on something else, work, transformation of any kind, they need to focus on that, right? I mean, we all have times where we focus on something. And I feel like the Page of Cups is just reminding you to look at quality, not quantity, and look for how they treat you, not necessarily if they're not going to say I love you, and that's fine because maybe they don't even know if they do, but they care about you. So look for those actions. And I feel like this is speaking of that. So then it goes to, so I did pull another one. Wait a minute. The Hermit, I did pull this. I feel like there was a coming together where you really thought the relationship would come together. And then the Justice, it feels like things needed to balance out. And I feel like this puts you in the decisive mode. I feel like you want a relationship and you want to, move forward and grow, but there's balance happening here, and that's why the Hermit's there. There's this separation, and it could even be them on that Hermit, and the sadness isn't, again, it isn't something someone said or did. It's the separation piece of the Three of Swords, being separate, not talking every day, not seeing each other maybe, or not, anything like that. And then the Knight of Cups after that. So I had to keep going. I can't stop on the Three of Cups or the Three of Swords. I just can't. So Knight of Cups is after that. So this is a little bit down the ways, probably end a week. We've got Ace of Wands, Nine of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. There is a spark. There is something new. The hard work is paying off. It's just about being patient. And I feel like that's what this is that eventually they come back around. Now, again, if they're really focused on themselves and their transformation, you have to just take advantage of the time that they give you, or you have choices. If you don't want to wait around and you want more attention right now, then you need to look at your other choices. So I feel like that's what the reading is. And I feel like this could be any type of relationship though, and it also could be work related. That same energy feeling of like it could be anything in life, really. Just think about this as energy, not necessarily a specific situation. And then what is our advice for this? Page of Swords. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I mean, I feel like that Page of Swords is alone. And it's not a sad alone because they're young, right? And I feel like they're learning. And we have the Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, King of Swords. So there is a feeling to me of communication. And I feel like this may be I think it's more about understanding the communication than asking for more communication. And I don't know, like, do reach out if this person's busy and they're focusing on themselves, the more you reach out to them, the more of then it becomes a chore. And I'm sure that they don't want a chore, right? So, or you, right? It could be the other way around. So this energy could go back. And I think this is just saying, be smart about it. If you listen to the messages that are being given to you, even if they're not as often as you want, listen carefully because I feel like it's the action, it's not the words. And sometimes people can't say things at the appropriate time, but their actions are really what's important anyway. I know we all need to hear words and need to hear it, but actions are much more important. Would you rather have someone treat you nicely and care about you than someone that says they do, but they're sleeping around or drinking themselves into a tizzy or abusive, right? I mean, so the actions to me are the most important part of it. And I think that's the key to this reading. And I think that's the key to the advice as well. Not just looking at the words, but looking at how their actions are. And I feel like that could be the strength of the Knight of Swords as well. There's action, and it's just not probably as often as you want. So anyway, it's hard, but it's not. I think you have to look at it as being just a break, or I feel like it's a break. Honestly, I do. But I feel like that this also is telling me that there's a part of you that doesn't necessarily want to be alone, but the Seven of Cups is a reminder that you don't have to have someone either. That, right? You don't have to. And that's an important part of the choices, that you can you be patient and wait? Are they worth it? Again, we can stop it and then go get someone, go look for something else or someone else, and what happens then? So you have to look at all of the pieces. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know. Hit the like button again. Sorry, shouldn't say that twice, but take care. Have a beautiful day.